Ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap game first of a three-game series in Toronto. Toronto Blue Jays coming off that 2 out of 3 series loss to the Dodgers. They play another one of the top teams in the National League, even though they're not playing like a top team in the National League. They're now like 7 games back in their division, Chicago Cubs. And the Blue Jays win 5-1, just a dominant performance by Toronto. The only threats by Chicago, I believe, was early in the game when it was 1-0. I believe it was the third or fourth inning. It might have been the third inning, I believe. They had the bases loaded and struck out to end that inning. And then they had the bases loaded in the 7th inning with 2 outs, and Pete Crow struck out. We'll talk about Mr. Pete Crow in this one. But just the Cubs as a team, they've just fallen off. I the offense hasn't been the same. The pitching hasn't been great. But when you're scoring 1 run, when you're consistently scoring like 1 or 2 runs a game, it's going to be hard to win no matter who you're playing. Especially when you're playing like the Blue Jays here. The Cardinals are like a mediocre team, and you lost 2 out of 3. Like, sure, one game you scored 9 runs, but the other 2 runs, 0 runs. Against the Reds, 2 runs. Besides the 6-run game, 2 runs, 1 run. Like, they're just not playing well offensively. It's just, it feels like every series they're losing 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. And they've fallen like 7 games back in this division. They're not going to win this division. Like, I know they have a 5-game series against the Brewers coming up, but they'll be lucky to win. Hell, they'll probably be lucky to win 2 of those games. Hell, maybe even 1 with the way they're playing right now. Because their offense was just terrible. 4 hits, only 4 hits, 1 run. That 1 run there in the 7th inning. 2 errors, 4 hits, 1 run. And they gave up 12 hits as well. I think we had 2 pitchers pitch. I guess you didn't burn your bullpen, but their pitching wasn't good, and their offense was pretty miserable besides the 2 bases loaded situations they had, but they failed to score on either of them. The Blue Jays were just dominant from start to finish in this one, and it was really never even close. And they got that 1 run in the 8th inning to get some insurance. But yeah, who pitched for the Cubs? Javier Assad comes back, makes his start. 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Only give up 1 run until he gives up that 3-run homer to Ernie Clement. Look, the Cubs are just flailing in crunch time. But what the unbeatable Brewers are doing is just otherworldly with the Brewers. But we're not talking about the Brewers in this one. You never want to say a team is done in August. You never want to say that. But it's so obvious the Cubs are just spiraling out of control right now. They have no confidence. One player slumping is one thing, but the entire team is slumping. It's not just one player. It's not just one player. It's the team that is struggling. I mean, yes, every team goes through it, but when you're consistently losing 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, it's not good. The Cubs had 6.5 game lead on July 13th. A month later, they are down 7.5 games. The Cubs are just not looking good right now, man. I'm not going to say they're done because it's still only August, but it's clear they are spiraling right now. And they put Ben Brown out there for the final 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. I mean, I guess the only positive is only give up 1 run. But as a team, they only got 2 total strikeouts. But the Blue Jays are a team, like I said, that doesn't strike out a lot. I mean, you wouldn't know that watching the Dodgers series where they struck out a lot. It's kind of crazy we took 2 out of 3 of them, knowing how good they are, and they don't strike out a lot. But Ben Brown pitched over 4 innings. Just another positive, they didn't use their bullpen, I guess. But for the Blue Jays, Jose Berrios, 5.1 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. What a gutsy effort, I thought, by Berrios. On a night where he didn't have his best stuff, you know. He has that bases loaded situation, but he gets a big strikeout to get out of it. So, gutsy effort from Barrios. Gutsy effort. But for the bullpen, Mason Fluharty, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts for the rookie Mason Fluharty. Tommy Nance, 0.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Tommy Nance. Brandon Little, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Louis Varland, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And Hoffman, Jeff Hoffman, much better outing than he had against the Dodgers the other day. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. So, pretty good from the bullpen, I thought, besides Tommy Nance. Other than that, pretty perfect game from their bullpen. They struck out 6. Bullpen struck out 6 batters. So, let's go over the records. Blue Jays improved to 70 and 50. Cubs dropped to 67 and 51. Toronto had 12 hits and 5 runs. 1 in the first, 3 in the fourth, and then 1 in the 8th. Felt like they kind of broke it open there in the 4th with that 3-run home run by Ernie Clement. Go over your stats here. Luke's 1 for 5. Bichette 1 for 4. Vladdy 3 for 4. Having a fantastic year is Vladdy Guerrero. Barger 0 for 4. Kirk 1 for 3. A walk and an RBI. Varsho 2 for 4 and RBI with a solo homer. Excuse me. Ty France 2 for 3. Clement 1 for 4. 3 RBIs with that 3-run homer. And Jimenez 1 for 3 and a walk. For the Cubs, Michael Busch 1 for 4 and walk and an RBI. Seiya Suzuki 0 for 5. Remember when he was really damn good to start the year? And he's kind of just falling off as well, struggling. Like, compared to the start of the year where he was really damn good, he's just kind of back to reality, in my opinion. The Cubs are built around Kyle Tucker, Suzuki, and PCA. They are. A chance to get back in the game with men on base, and those 3 delivered 3 pathetic at bats. Like, pathetic at bats. Suzuki, it's just kept falling off. Tucker 0 for 3 and a walk. Like, even he hasn't been good either, to be honest, man. The guys at the top of the lineup you expect to deliver are just cold right now. Carson Kelly 1 for 3 and a walk for Carson Kelly. Pete Crow. Oh, Pete Crow. Pete Crow. Remember when people had him in MVP talks with Shohei Ohtani? I guess it's a slump. 3 for 37 in August. He hasn't homered, no run, no RBIs, hasn't even walked in 14 strikeouts. He swings at everything. Like, the dude swings at legit everything. He doesn't have that high of an on-base percentage. Like, I remember when there was a time you couldn't open the safe and be reminded that, oh, he could be an MVP candidate over Ohtani. Look, I think Duke could be good, but he's not an MVP caliber player. Like, I know it's August and everyone goes through a slump. Hell, even Ohtani's went through slumps, but 3 hits in 10 games, and he hasn't even walked, and he struck out 14 times. He's a nice player, but I just do not see MVP in this guy. And he struck out with the bases loaded, too, so... Sorry, man. Like, he's just not an MVP caliber player. Ian Happ 0 for 2, 2 walks. I don't know why Ian Happ is hitting behind him. But even he's hitting like 230, so... Horner 0 for 4, Swanson 1 for 3, walking RBI. A walk, 1 for 3 on a walk, excuse me. Matt Shaw 0 for 1 on a walk, and Willie Castro pinch hitting 1 for 2. So your scoring summary: bottom the first, Kirk singles. Bottom the fourth, Clement homers. Top of the 7th, Michael Busch singles, and bottom of the 8th, Varsho homers to make it 5-1. Your final score. So yeah, Blue Jays take game 1 5-1 in a dominant fashion. Cubs had a few chances with the bases low, but they couldn't come through. And the Blue Jays get their 70th win, 70 wins for Toronto. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Kevin Gausman versus Cade Horton in game 2 of 3. Same time tomorrow, 7:07, and then Thursday will be at 3:07. So yeah, that's all I'll say here. Peace.